I'm not a poet. But if I was, I would rewrite the stars so that our astrological signs would meet in the night sky. But I'm not a poet. Though I often think of myself as one, I want to be able to write stories so that your name and mine were to be put together in the same sentence. They say being a writer, poet, author won't get you far in life, but this is just me lounging on the beach. Just trying to let loose, they say. If I was a poet, I would want to listen to the pencil dance on my paper while I wrote. Listening to every stroke, every flick until I've run out of words. I'm not a poet. Some people ask, if you're not a poet, then why do you write all these poems? Who said they were poems? You see, not everyone writes in fiction. These are the struggles that we've been through. I just wish I could rewrite the ending. I wish I could just rewrite how I felt, change the rough draft before the final edit, but I'm not a poet. If I did become a poet, I'd want to write about you. That one girl who changed my mind over everything. I'm not a poet, but if I were, I would transcribe your name into my notebook 1,000 times just so I can remember it. They say that love is blind, so I wrote my story in Braille. But I'm not a poet. But every time I see you, I just want to write a whole novel about the features of your face, from ear to ear and everything in between. I just can't get enough of it. Sometimes I wish I was a poet so I knew the words to say to you, but I'm not a poet. So I only have, hey? If only I knew more words that described your beauty. If only I knew the phrases to illustrate how angelic your voice is, but the sad truth is I'm not a poet. But I try and I try to come up with the words to say as if a child struggled with his math homework. I just get frustrated. I stand there speechless as you give me a funny look. I'm not a poet. But how do I tell you that your hair flows in the wind as if taken by the sea? How do I tell you that I'd melt just by hearing your voice? How do I tell you I love you? I'm not a poet. I don't have those strong synonyms to tell you my different feelings. I don't have the courage to come up to you just to say I love you, because I'm not a poet. I just want the night sky to light up and tell you how much I love you, because the stars tell much more than I can. In the night sky, there's a story of a boy who falls in love with a goddess, just a mere mortal who chases a fallen star. Though knowing he's so low compared to her, he still chases the goddess till the end. Like Aphrodite, he's stunned by her beauty, wishing that the stars would align and allow him to be loved by her. I'm not a poet. I constantly search for the words to say. I want to be able to tell you that you deserve the world. You say you have no beauty, but you're my definition of beauty. No one ever compares to you. 1 billion people on this earth, and I somehow find myself comparing you to everyone. I'm not a poet. So I can't tell you in fancy words how much you mean to me. But I can't tell you that I love you. I'm not a poet, though. I hope that you'll forgive me for forgetting how to grasp words to tell you how you're my world.